The best of high school sports is right here. Live from Studio A in Yuma, Arizona. Friday Night Lights starts right now.
The playoffs begin for 5 of our area programs while the Yuma Union High School District season winds down. Thank you very much for joining us for a very special week number 12 edition of Friday Night Lights. I'm Rob Fran.
And I'm Cole Johnson. We begin tonight with the Brawley Wildcats, who are now refocusing on a potential deep run in the CIF San Diego Section Division III playoffs, fresh off winning 8 straight contests, including the program's first bell game in 5 years.
When that happened in 2016, the Cats suffered a first-round playoff loss to the Westview Wolverines. Guess who they're happened to be playing in the opening round tonight? That's right. In a twist of fate, the Cats draw the Wolverines for tonight's first-round matchup, a team they haven't played since 2016. We take you out to Warren Field. The Cats ready to go as head coach John Self and company coming out determined not to repeat that recent history. First series of the contest, the Wolverines' running game shut down by the stingy Cats defense. In this case, give the courtesy tackle to Big Bernie Bustamante. Brawley's defense was on point most of the night. First offensive series for Brawley. Ethan Gutierrez throws an out route to Brandon Pottas, who's knocked out of bounds after getting the Cats first down to offensive business. On 4th and 1, running back Tanner Carranza gets the call, runs through a gaping hole, and motors his way for a 25-yard touchdown run. Carranza filling in nicely for injured starting back Isaiah Young. Next Wolverines possession, quarterback Ryan Harrod is flushed out of the pocket and then is stopped on the near sideline by linebacker Robert Platt with a nice tackle. Cats force them to another 3 and out. They would cash in on the next drive. Gutierrez on the quarterback keeper scores from several yards out, giving the Cats the 14-0 lead. And then the next defensive series, the Cats defensive backs deliver solid downfield coverage, lead to a nice coverage sack by Bustamante. And the big fella came to play tonight. And then early second quarter, Carranza strikes again, easily crashing into the end zone from 3 yards out to pad the early lead to 21-0. And in this case, we're going to supersize this playoff highlight with second half action. Take it away, Cole.
All right, thanks, Rob. So we pick it up, the action in the third quarter of this one. There's your Brawley mascot there. Westview drops back to pass, thrown over the middle, and Chris Camillo says, give me that. Woo! Picks it off, and there's a lot of green in front. Nobody's going to catch him. Can you say pick 6? A house call for the Brawley defense to extend their lead. On the next kickoff, now Westview looking for some room, but nowhere to go. Swallowed up by the special teams of the Wildcats. And then Brawley defense continues to dominate. Charlie Lalea gets to the quarterback and rips him down with no mercy there in the sack. And now a decent gain here for Westview. They get up the middle before being dragged down by several Wildcats. The drive would come to an end, though. And the Cats with the ball again, and Ethan Gutierrez finds Daniel Camillo with the over-the-shoulder catch, and off he goes to the end zone for the touchdown to add some pad to the Brawley lead, and they would not look back, polishing themselves for another playoff game next week. The Wildcats win this one 49-7 to survive and advance, and we now head out to Brawley with sideline reporter Wiley Jahari, who has a game recap and an interview with a special guest.
And that is right. The Wildcats got their first playoff victory tonight, a score of 49-7. They came out really aggressive, and we also saw Tanner Carranza step up with 3 touchdowns in the first half. I want to bring in head coach John Self right now to talk to us about that victory. Coach, congratulations on your victory. We want to talk to you about what it took tonight from your guys to come out aggressive and get the win tonight.
Yeah, it took them just getting refocused again after last week. Winning the bell game or losing the bell game is always a big emotional high or low. And, the kids did a really good job this week of being ready and being focused to play in these playoffs.
Tanner Carranza came out really aggressive for Isaiah Young, who is out tonight. What do you have to say to a performance like that?
It's great. It's great that we have a little bit of depth and we can, it's the next man up when somebody's down and everybody plays at the level to support each other and win.
Next week, you guys have another matchup. What is it going to take to get that second playoff victory?
It's going to take a better effort than what we had tonight and a lot more focus and just being ready to play some more ball.
Coach Self, everyone, congratulations on the win. Thank you, Coach. We're going to send it back to you guys once again, Brawley with the victory.
Only thing I want is to leave everything on the field. We don't got nothing for tomorrow. Nothing is promised. Let's make history tonight, boys. Let's get out there. Let's do it.
Leave everything on the field. That's the message from Coach Solano for the Calexico Bulldogs. We take you out to Ward Field for this one. Who let the dogs out? Looking for a rematch with Holtville. Well, on just the second play from scrimmage, the dogs run loose. A little triple option action that goes to Zeus Pradis, and he pops off down the sideline and outruns everyone for the 53-yard score. Dogs strike first and go up 8-0 with a 2-point conversion. On the Eagles' first drive, the Bulldog defense stepping up. Austin Stewart has nowhere to go for a big sack for the Bulldogs. Nisael Gastelum and Gabriel Verdugo were the first ones there. Maranatha Christian forced to punt. On the Bulldogs' next drive, they pick up right where they left off. Andres Ramirez takes the snap and he goes around the edge, and he's going to pick up 29 yards for the first down, and it would set up this. Abram Zazueta pitches out to Ernesto Sanchez, who gets a block and shifts into another gear. Speed kills, bursts into the end zone for 6 more. The Bulldogs in full control. They lead 14-0 after forcing another Eagles punt. The Dogs knocking on the door again, and David Rivera does the honors this time. Punches it in from 2 yards out for 6 more. Calexico would lead 20-0 at the end of one quarter and eat the Eagles for dinner with a 34-3 win. And that sets up a rematch with the Holtville Vikings in round 2 of the CIF Division 5 playoff next week.
Oh, I am excited for that.
That's going to be a heck of a game.
Woo! All right, our duo of Imperial Valley playoff highlights may be done, but we still have a pair of battles to go in the Gila Valley.
Yeah, one of them features the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks first round playoff clash. Would they advance to the second round? The answer and the highlights next.
Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Introducing the best deal in mobile. Unlimited on 2 or more lines for just $29.99 a line. All on a nationwide 5G network that provides the best overall experience and reliability. Call 844-677-2999.
Unlimited for $29.99. This offer's going to take off.
We changed the rules when we introduced mobile with no contracts, no added taxes, and no hidden fees. And now we're doing it again, making it easier to get unlimited for less with our best deal ever. Get unlimited from Spectrum Mobile for just $29.99.
That's amazing.
It's the best deal in mobile.
Join the millions who've switched and get the best deal in mobile. Unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included for just $29.99 and save up to 60%. Call 844-677-2999. Click SpectrumMobile.com or visit a store near you.
Function meets value during the Black Friday sale at More Furniture for Less.
Maximize your space with this sectional with storage that doubles as a pull-out for holiday guests for only $20.95.
Or choose this option with storage and pull-out sleeper for only $24.95.
Tuck away bedding and make your guests feel right at home with supreme comfort.
Preview these incredible deals and much more online at morefurniture.com.
Nick Bolton here with the latest from Bell & Howell. We call them Tac Glasses. Inspired by the sunglasses worn by our heroes in uniform, Tac Glasses block blinding glare so well, invisible objects suddenly become visible. Enhance colors to give you vision as sharp as an eagle's and survive even the harshest conditions. Look, ordinary sunglasses just make things darker, which could be deadly in a tactical situation. Tac Glasses improve optical clarity so you can see clearly even in low light. If you've never seen how this light filtering technology works, check this out. Nothing to see, right? But look again as we hold up our Tac Glasses. A colorful American eagle is revealed. Amazing!
Act now to get your Tac Glasses for just $19.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. So don't delay. Order yours today.
To order, call 1-800-287-1705. Again, that's 1-800-287-1705 or order online at trytacglasses.com.
This portion of News 11 at 10 is sponsored by Papa San Rice Bowl.
You're watching Friday Night Lights, home of football from across the desert Southwest.
Everybody in the playoffs at this particular point is good enough to beat anybody on any given night, and you're going to have to bring your A game if you want to advance. We're just happy to be here with 2 home games on the table, and then just see what happens from here. I mean, the goal was get your 2 home games and and see what happens. And we're definitely in the hunt, and it's up to us now to go get it done.
Well, in the hunt indeed, the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks have set themselves up for another potential 3A state title run, and it all starts tonight in a first-round matchup with the Payson Longhorns.
An impressive 9-1 record in the regular season, including a massive win on the road at River Valley 2 weeks ago, has the Rocks in a spot to host 2 home games if they can get past the first round.
Yeah, and as Coach Rhett Stallworth has alluded to, it's now anyone's championship to win, and the Rocks would need to take care of business on both sides of the ball in order to advance to round 2 next week. So we take you out to Ricky Gwynn Stadium for a win-or-go-home situation for the first time this season for the Rocks, and there was no lack of enthusiasm upon opening kickoff. First play of the game, Richard Stallworth's pass is tipped off the hand of Justin Erath and picked off by Mason Herrera. Longhorns take over. Rocks defense would stand firm, though, and now allow the outside run. Nice tackle there by Jared Marquez. The Rocks back in business on offense. Stallworth finds Mario Martinez for a big gain. A nice slant play there for a first down. Moments later, Stallworth drops back. He's going to find Austin Rush for the 1-yard strike to the end zone. 7-0 Rocks. Early second quarter, Rocks on the punt, and watch as it hits a Payson player. The Rocks' Logan Rush recovers. Yuma Catholic back in business. They wouldn't waste this one. Stallworth from his own 47 lets it loose. Austin Rush, he's got it. 57 yards for the score. Rocks up 14-0, and they would go on to roll 47-0 over the Payson Longhorns.
Well, the Cibola Raiders have caught a recent wave of momentum, winning 4 of their last 5 games, and could be on the verge of once again winning the YUHSD City Championship. But tonight, the Golden Black would try to not look past their final section opponent of the season. We take you out to Raider Field, where Cibola will play host to North before next week's huge rivalry clash with Gila Ridge. So we're going to jump to the second quarter with about 7 minutes left in the first half. Senior quarterback Caleb Miller is going to launch this one to Ezzie Brown for a 39-yard touchdown pass. North would strike early, 7-0. Let's see if the Raiders could answer on the next drive. Goal-to-go situation. Andrea Costa makes a quick toss over to Isaiah Ariola. Just like that, the game is tied at 7.
Nice.
Now take a look at this next play here. Cibola back with the ball. Acosta rolls out. Quick throw. Is that Odell Beckham Jr.? No! Wow. It's Ariola with the amazing catch. Raiders would go on to punt that drive, however. Cibola would regain possession with the clock down to 15 seconds. Acosta heaves this one. It's a hallelujah. It's Seth Rodriguez coming up with a massive catch before the half is set up in the red zone. The 40-yard pass there for the Raiders is going to lead to this. 7 seconds on the clock. Acosta back to Ariola. His second touchdown of the day. Raiders would miss the extra point, but go up 13-7 at the end of the first half. We've yet to get a final score in this one. We'll try to do so before the end of the show.
Well, tonight's string of highlights may be now in the can, but we still have plenty more ground to cover.
We'll get you caught up with our FNL scoreboard, the latest helmet props, and of course, Jack in the Box Play of the Week right after this.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on KYMA.
The chore everyone hates, pulling weeds. But Yuma Ag sees a solution, for fields at least.
This is the future, it's here.
From dozens of employees to a machine. Why?
These machines that you're going to see out here today are crucial for the success of farming.
How fast they work and what it means for your vegetables.
This is really the first time in history.
Artificial Intelligence in Ag. Thursday, November 11th on Sunrise at 6 a.m.
At Nationwide Vision, you can get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for just $99.99, including no-line bifocals. Call 1-800-EYECARE or visit nationwidevision.com. Taking care of Arizona's eyes for 35 years. Nationwide Vision.
Introducing the Cool Turtle, the ultra-comfortable mask enhancer that creates a protective, cool, and breathable space between your mask and your face. Simply slide under any mask or gaiter and immediately feel the refreshing pocket of air surrounding your face. Cool Turtle's ergonomically designed soft, comfortable shell immediately reduces mask friction, allowing you to breathe and talk in a comfortable environment.
I can actually breathe. With the Cool Turtle, no more sweating.
It's like I don't even have a mask on.
Call now and get not 1, not 2, but 3 Cool Turtles for just $10. Order now and we'll send you 2 more Cool Turtles free. No fees, absolutely free. Plus, you can get a 10-pack of 4-ply face masks. Just pay a separate fee. This offer is not available on Amazon. Get the real Cool Turtle now.
Call 1-800-270-1219. That's 1-800-270-1219. Or visit getcoolturtle.com. Order now.
When a former Marine took down an armed robber.
News 11's Cody Lee just interviewed the Good Samaritan and joins us live from the gas station in the foothills tonight with this must-see surveillance video.
News 11 snapped into action.
Just a heroic story.
I knew it was a real gun at that point.
And a clerk whose life he potentially saved.
Pulled my phone out. I was like, well, I need to get a hold of the police. We have an attempted robbery going on.
When news breaks, News 11 brings you into the know. Weeknights at 5, 6, and 10 p.m.
Your world is created by what you focus on. It's never too late to adjust your view. Right now at Nationwide Vision, when you buy 1 pair of eyeglasses, you will receive a second pair 50% off. Taking care of Arizona's eyes for 35 years. Nationwide Vision.
You're watching Friday Night Lights, home of football from across the desert Southwest.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights. In case you missed out on any of tonight's highlights, allow us to get you all caught up with your latest FNL scoreboard.
Oh, man, what a week we've had. Let's get started, with some of the scores that have come down from the area games that we played in. We got your 3A or Division III CIF San Diego Section playoff game. Brawley, you can tell, wasn't happy with their seed. They felt they deserved a higher seed than number 6, and I think they've made their point with a 49-7 shellacking Westview. They take on Santa Fe Christian next week, and that can be an all-out brawl.
Yes, I'm definitely excited. We're excited for that one. I think Brawley with that chip on their shoulder now, thinking we should have been the 1, maybe even the 2 seed, so that 3 seed was a little, they didn't like it, a little spoiled.
And speaking of chips, Calexico having a chip on their shoulder as well, making history, winning their first playoff game since 2016, and they get a rematch next week. So that's going to be exciting, too. A 1-point loss from the season, so we're salivating over that for sure. And Yuma Catholic doing what Yuma Catholic does. They are a top 4 team in the state for a reason in 3A, and they just put on a clinic at the expense of Payson. That sets up Round Valley likely next week.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. This is a team that has been blowing teams out, shutting them out all year long. How many games early on in the season was it, or even late in the season, 62-0, 69-0? It was just, this is a team that has all the tools, and I think they're going to make a run here.
No, absolutely. And Central surprising Otay Ranch, winning over an Olympian tonight, and Sullivan, the running back, having 3 touchdowns in that game. Into the early goings of the second half, no doubt doing a lot of work, and he deserves a lot of credit for their win in the playoffs as they advance, playing the Road Warriors.
Yeah, he's been a huge part of that team so far. But now we go to the next scoreboard right here. Imperial and Santana. Imperial taking the tough loss. Look at this, Rob. A final 24-21 and 3 overtimes.
Wow,
that's a tough one.
They didn't go down without a fight.
No, that's for
sure. We commend the Tigers for playing as hard as they did, but unfortunately they would fall short in an exhausting 3 overtimes.
Yes.
Oh, man. And we're still awaiting the Cibola North result. We have not gotten that yet. Last we checked, the Raiders were up 6, but we have not gotten results. Hopefully we can get that before the end of the broadcast, but it's not looking promising at this point.
And then you see Gila Ridge taking the tough one there, 64-0 in the loss at Cactus tonight. So tough one for Gila Ridge, but there's your FNL scoreboard for tonight.
All right, we now come to the part of our show where we give our special recognition to the players, position groups, or even teams that stood out from the rest tonight. We're going to start with you, Cole. Who has got your helmet prop honor?
I'm going with the team. I got to go with the Calexico Bulldogs, and not just because I've covered 5 of their games this year, but because They are making history in Calexico. As Coach Fernando Solano alluded to in that pregame speech that you saw earlier, telling them, let's make history, boys. Well, they did. They went in and won their first playoff game since 2016 and now get a shot at revenge in Holtville next week. What a game. We just talked about it. That is going to be a heck of a game with a chance to move on even deeper into the playoffs.
That could very well set up a deep playoff run. We'll just see how they fare in that rematch. I know it's hard to beat a team twice, and I'm sure the Dogs are counting on that for sure. As for me, Cole, a huge reason why Yuma Catholic lit it up tonight in their first round playoff victory was this young man. Junior quarterback Richard Stallworth, I think he's gotten, what, half a dozen props already this year? Once again, put up Madden-like numbers, this time throwing dimes all over the field. Close to 400 yards passing, 7 touchdowns. He did have that one pick, but we can certainly excuse that with those numbers. He's a catalyst to this explosive offense that continues to help the Rocks be the state title contenders that they are. They don't appear to be slowing down anytime soon.
No, they do not.
All right, well, here's our first look at our week number 13 lineup for FNL. Our playoff and regular season finale will feature 2 second-round playoff games as both Yuma Catholic and Holtville each seek to advance in their respective final games. That's confirmed. Calexico will play against Holtville next week at Holtville, Round Valley against Yuma Catholic, and of course we got the YUHSD crosstown rivalries as well, featuring Cibola against Gila Ridge and Kofa versus Yuma. Both those teams, Kofa and Yuma, have yet to get victory. Something's going to give next week.
Yeah, some teams got to get their first win of the year. That's going to be a heck of a way to end the regular season. Well, we conclude tonight's program with your Jack in the Box play of the week.
All right, we look forward to this.
Yeah, this one comes from Calexico on just the second play from scrimmage. Abrams Zazwada fakes the handoff, pitches it out to Zeus Prades, who takes it up the sideline, and he is gone. The Dogs let loose right off the bat. That would carry them all the way to that big 34-3 win. Take another look at this one. You see a little triple option action. The fake handoff fakes out the cameraman, and the nice pitch there creates some space, and there he goes. The Dogs are loose in Calexico, Rob. Look at that.
They got lots of talented football players, especially in the backfield, and that could pay big dividends in their rematch next week. We're certainly excited for that. Cole, it's been an exciting week.
Yes, it sure has.
All right, folks, have a great night.